feel like for me, that teacher was my 4th grade math teacher.
There's so much that relationship means to kids that they may not ever share, they may not realize until they're older.
But it's about those relationships, and that's a big deal to know that kids look back and they remember who their 7th grade math teacher was.
Teachers understand the lifelong impact they can have on their students. Our Gabrielle Komorowski shows us how the goal now is to inspire the teachers of the next generation. And the key, she says, just may be to get them interested while they're still students.
What's the dynamic of this song?
It's music class at Wren Middle School in Anderson School District 1.
Ready?
And the person in front of the class teaching the students is also a student. Caleb Richardson is a senior at Wren High School. 5 days a week, he spends an hour at the middle school as a teacher cadet.
What made you want to be a teacher cadet?
Yeah, so I was inspired by my parents, family of educators that I come from, and I just wanted to know more about the profession.
Up in this picture, like we said, is
Clockwise is always to the right.
In between songs, you're
Caleb is one of 12 Wren High School students in the teacher cadet program.
It's also called a turn, okay?
They work with students and lead lessons.
I think there's an aspect of teaching that has to be learned hands-on.
We want to nurture those students who have any little interest in possibly becoming an education major one day. Because we know if we don't capture them, then some other career field, some other job path is going to capture them.
The Teacher Cadet program is in 179 high schools around South Carolina, with more than 2,800 juniors and seniors participating.
As we all know, in South Carolina, we have had a teacher shortage for quite some time. But more importantly than just filling classrooms with teachers, we want to have those teachers who are passionate.
Students who are serious about becoming a teacher can apply to become a teaching fellow and use state-issued funds to complete their teaching degree. About 230 students are accepted into the program statewide each year, and 30 of them will come here to Anderson University.
We want to recruit those teachers, those great future teachers, but we also want to retain them in the state of South Carolina.
A teaching fellow can receive up to $6,000 a year. In exchange, after graduation, they will work in a South Carolina public school.
How many of you just raise your hand, have always known that you wanted to be a teacher? No?
Mary Wood says being a teacher cadet in high school changed her mind.
So I was in a 3rd grade classroom and I absolutely loved it. I just fell in love with teaching and all of it, and so that was like, okay, this is what I'm supposed to do.
Elementary or secondary teacher is not going to tell you.
These teaching fellows say working with children is a calling.
They need those role models and they need that encouragement and that love.
Kids deserve an excited teacher that's going to come into the classroom, that's going to teach, that's their passion.
I want to make sure you really want to do it.
Yeah.
All of the teaching fellows you see here were teacher cadets in high school.
It's all about building that pipeline.
Superintendent of Education Ellen Weaver says the first 5 years of a teacher's career are critical, and supporting new teachers will keep them in the profession.
They always talk about another teacher who mentored them or a principal who coached them. I think really retention comes down to the culture within the school.
Good morning.
And these schools know that showing students how they can make a difference at a young age is a successful tune for the future of South Carolina.
It all depends on the teacher. The teacher is the key, and we have to do all we can in South Carolina to see that we get and keep the very best teachers.
A chance to make an impact that can last a lifetime.
And so we leave you with that challenge. Jump in, reach out to a local school to become a mentor or a tutor. Get involved with your local school board, because we've now seen just how much a strong South Carolina really depends on a great state of education. Thank you for joining us. I'm Jane Rovelo. Good night.